town, Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Powering through at the 35. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And second down. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. Because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First down, Philadelphia.
On first down, Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Not much there, only a yard. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first and 10, it's Sanders. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Hurts has it left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. From the 50, it's gone. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Second and 6. There's gone. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards to pick up there. From the 41, Goff. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. So
from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On the handoff, this is Swift. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like... this before, but how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On first down, gone. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first and 10, it's Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Goff. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up first and second down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Escapes the defender. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He sets to fire deep. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 122 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Philadelphia.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rager catches it left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go. Hey, Buffalo 18.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles open the lead up to 34-0. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. Ballantyne opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
8 yards to go on second down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On first down, it's gone. Throw caught by Raymond. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 36, Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
I'm going back to you. Shit, watch the shit. Check smash.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, Swift. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Back to throw. Goff. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Once again, it's Swift. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. There's Goff. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Philadelphia, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year, and they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.